Hey guys, it's been a while since my last video, couple months. I don't have a laptop anymore and we arranged this room again. So today I really want to go over one of my favorite games that I just got ever. It is Odinsphere and it's a Japanese Famitsu DX crystal version. So I'm super excited to show this to you guys because the English storybook edition is not going to come until June. So I've been a fan of Vanillaware for a long time. I really played the crap out of Odinsphere back in 2007. I played it like over and over and over and I just thought it was like the most gorgeous game ever. So when I heard the HD remake is gonna come out, I'm like, what? Are you crazy? I am totally gonna buy this. So I pre-ordered it as soon as I could, the Japanese version. And then like a couple months or weeks later, they were like, oh, we're gonna have an English one too. So I ended up ordering both of the sets. I'll eventually do a comparison video about like how each of them are different, and I'm glad I bought both of them because they have different exclusives in each of them. This video is about unboxing the actual physical game, so there won't be any gameplay in it. Yeah, so let's get started. So the first things first, when I got the Japanese version of the game, by the way, I never buy any Japanese versions of games because I usually have an English version released, but for this game, especially when I heard it, I just kind of jumped on it, so I got the Japanese version. I really didn't know what to expect, but when I got it and I opened it, the inside of it was kind of disappointing. So here's a picture of it. It looks like there's dick on the side and like a sack in there after I removed the top layer of bubble wrap. I look at this, I realize I have no idea what the hell this is or what I was expecting. I think I'm really used to American special game edition packaging because there's always like this really neat box and everything like just kind of fits into all the little cavities of the box and it's like really neat and close it back up and put on a shelf, right? But in this case, I feel like I got a little gypped at first sight. It's literally like a wall scroll and a bunch of stuff in a trash bag. We can move on from this because everything inside is freaking awesome. To start off, if you want to just go straight to the unboxing, I am going to put a link here. But now I'm going to talk about the differences between the North American version and the Japanese versions. Specifically, the most expensive versions of both, the Japanese Famitsu Deluxe 3D Crystal version versus the North American Storybook PS4 exclusive edition. So in the Deluxe Crystal edition, there are a couple exclusive things that are not in the North American version. The exclusives for the North American version is the outer box, the potion t-shirt, the mystery art print, and the metal slipcase. I believe the Japanese version is roughly $120 and then the North American Storybook version retails for $80, but you can get on Amazon with Prime membership for only $64, so it's a pretty good deal and I think both of them are worth it. The Japanese version is the wall scroll, a calendar, the art book, a mug, coasters, and the crystal. Oh, and of course the game. Let's go through each of these items and see what they're like. The wall scroll is not too big. It's super cute. It's Alice and Socrates wall scroll. I think she is freaking adorable and I think Socrates is a perfect name for a cat. This is also the same image that you will get for the mystery art print for the North American version. This was announced like a couple days ago. So if you really like this picture, you're in for a surprise! Because I really love this one. The quality is really good. It's silkier in the front and a little bit rougher in the back. It's still a very nice soft material that wraps around the bar on the top and the bottom, which is higher quality than a lot of the American distributed wall scrolls, which have a black bar and the wall scroll tucks right into it. I think I still have wall space for this, right? Here? The next thing we have is Odinsphere 2016 calendar, and this front picture I have to say is one of the cutest pictures ever. I have never seen this one before, but it looks freaking adorable. It's got all the playable characters around Alice and Socrates looking at her storybook. So I think the Japanese version has a calendar because it was released in January, but the American one doesn't have it because it's released in June. And for these desktop stands, they just pop it right here. And now you can stand it up on like a table or whatever you want it to. Each page is supposed to show a different character. First one is in April, actually. I'm surprised, actually. I didn't know it would start in April, and it's like January. Interesting. And then moving on, Cornelius. This one's my favorite, absolutely my favorite. I'm done, this is the best. And that's it. It goes all the way to March of next year. Ta-da! Next up we have the coasters of all the little vegetables in the game, mandragoras. And we have the onion, turnip, habanero, carrot, and eggplant. They're all squares, and they're nice and pretty thick. They look like they're printed on ink, but it's not sealed, so I probably wouldn't use these unless I tried to seal them over so the ink doesn't come off, because the print feels like it would come off really easily with like a scratch. But I think the design is really, really cute. Also, it smells a lot like paint, which isn't necessarily pleasant. So the next one we have, I'm pretty excited about. It is a mug, and if you know me, I am a collector of mugs. I have a ton of mugs. But this one's especially different because it's not just like a random print of a character on a mug, but the whole thing looks pretty cool. So it comes in this box, the brown one, and then you pull it out, and it looks like stoneware all around. It's pretty sturdy, it's kind of nice. There's nothing on the inside. The bottom, see this? This is super nice. And then on it is the Puka Kitchen Bunny Puka. This is nice and small, and I think I would probably drink tea in this all the time. I want to show you guys the last exclusive from the crystal version. So why is it called the crystal version? Because we have the very pretty Alice and Socrates crystal. You can't see it really well without the light display. The light display comes with the set. The light display is square, so it matches the crystal size. On top it has lights on it, and I believe it changes colors. In here, it looks like you need 3 AA batteries, so give me a second, I'm gonna get some. Ooh! Da, 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 da. Whoa, it is amazing. I'm gonna totally put this in my office now. It looks like she's floating when you like go to the side of it. This is excellent. I really, really love how this one came out. There's also the art book, which is one of my favorite things in this set. I believe the storybook edition also has the art book, but it will be localized. They're exactly the same because they're both hardcover and they both have 64 pages. It has a very soft matte cover to it, and then the back has this. I like this texture because it doesn't leave fingerprints, and since a lot of this art is black, it's especially good for people that have oily fingers. It won't stain the pages. Table contents. Ooh, character art. And then they also have illustration gallery, so it has the really cute calendar drawing that I liked. And then the original cover from the PS2 version. Really, really cool. It's full color. It does have a lot of words in it. So like, for example, in this page, it's just all Japanese, all Japanese, all Japanese. And while I can read this, and it will take me a while, I believe the localized version would be a lot more enjoyable to look at. Lastly, we have the game itself. I got the PS4 version, and I believe the PS4 is not region locked, so I should be able to play this right away. I think the cover image is actually exactly the same as the American release, which is rare for me because I believe most games have different covers for JRPGs from the Japanese to the American release. And then the back. Oh, that's really, really pretty. I feel like I could sit in that chair right now and become Alice and go through this game. So those are all the items I have from the crystal version, and I can't wait to get the North American version now. I believe the North American version comes with the premium outer box. Hopefully it's big enough to keep some of this stuff in there, because this one didn't actually come with a box. So when the North American version comes out, make sure to check out my video to see some of the comparisons I have for the quality between Japanese releases and American releases, because I believe they're very, very different. And for all you collectors out there, if you're interested in collecting statues, Alter from Japan is a very well-known figurine brand. A figurine can cost somewhere from like $100 to $200, but I guarantee you it is like the most beautiful statue you can get. Alter is amazing. So I'm gonna put the links below. Gwendolyn and Mercedes are both having re-releases in March of this year. Velvet and Cornelius will be a new release that comes out in April. So the only playable character left that we don't have a statue for is Oswald. But hopefully eventually he will get it so you can have the whole set and display it in your house. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you guys next time. Have fun playing Odin Sphere!